Hey, how's it going? Chase here. I wanted to talk about like just when you're starting out creating content just for yourself. One of the best ways to get started is to really just sit down and have an authenticity hour. This is something that I've come up with just in my coaching, and it's something that's very effective. It's proved to be very effective just when trying to get new content out of yourself. It might sound silly to sit down for an hour and just talk, but it can go a long way just to get an idea for your natural rhythms, for like where a place, like what place that you feel most secure in, feel most alive in. And this authenticity hour is really just sort of a way for you to just see yourself um, talking as you would to a friend. And what you ought to do is just maybe even you can even ask your friend to sit on the other side of the camera and just talk to them about the things that you're most passionate about. And then what I want you to do is after you're done with this time, and really spend like 30 minutes on this, because you'd be surprised. After about 10 minutes of talking, you'll realize you're out of things to say. And that's usually where you're going to get some good things. Maybe even ask yourself a couple questions, even if you're out loud, like, what does it mean to have an authenticity hour? And it's like, say, okay, well, what does it mean to have an authenticity hour? It means that you sit down and you just literally talk about the things that you're most passionate about. It's almost like having a journal, but just you're doing it with video. I want you to dispel the need of having fancy lights, of having like special audio equipment, or any kind of production value at all. Just sit in a comfortable place. You can even sit in your bed and talk to the camera. Just a place where you feel really authentic, where you just feel like yourself. Remember, you don't have to show this to anybody. You might not want to show this to anyone at all. But what I think you ought to do is just take this time, and then when you're done with this authenticity hour, you can either table it, go get a bite to eat, give yourself some time, some distance from it, do something else, and then come back to that authenticity hour and just paint and just watch through it with just kind of a clear eyes, and see what you pick up on, and make notes of the things that you're doing well. Make notes of some things that you like, that you said that you didn't really like pick up on, maybe when you're saying it. You might even realize there are times where you doubt yourself, or times when you feel like maybe you could be a little bit clearer on an idea. Whatever it might be, write those things down and see, and just see how it, and just try to find a love for yourself. Try to find like what the audience might experience when they're watching you present. The goal with authenticity hour is to get to where you can naturally operate in smaller chunks and get good information across while being yourself. Once you're done with the authenticity hour and you've finished that step, you can move on to the next step, which is to actually go through and create a outline for your video. And there's more information on that I'll make sure to put either below here or in another post that would be linked. So don't worry about that, but just really focus on that authenticity hour. You want to get to where you have a closest to 1-to-1 ratio, meaning that every single second that you're on screen, you're not just being yourself, but you're saying something important. And I guarantee you can get there. It just takes a little bit of time, and you're not going to get there overnight. But be really patient with yourself. Do this exercise, and let me know what you think. If you've done this exercise, just write in the comments. Let me know how it worked for you, what could be improved. Also, I want to give you like a tip too. When you do go back and watch it, total bonus points. If you know how to use an editor, like just a video editor, all right, I want you to start thinking of your editor as your friend and as a part of your journaling process. So when you're done with your authenticity hour, take that footage, and instead of just watching it back on your phone or whatnot, put it into the editor and just play through and pick out the best pieces that you like from that video, and then you can just cut it into something that like the best pieces of that authentic moment, and it's gonna. I guarantee you're gonna find so much freedom and satisfaction in that. So that's it. Practice the authenticity hour, 30 minutes, and you're done. And if you do this, you'll be on your way to becoming a very authentic and relatable presenter. Cheers.